Talk Show.
It's about that time where the tea is always hot and the talk is always juicy. Welcome to the Teatok Show on your number one entertainment show right here on Atlantic TV. It is Teatok, baby. And of course, you're hanging out with your host for the most. NK is my name. You know how we do it. This is where we'll bring to you all the juiciest, trendiest gists and gossips. All right here on the Teatok Show, we'll tell you everything you need to know happening in the entertainment world today. How you doing? Hope you're having a great weekend. Remember, it's been a very tough week. You know, the weekend are usually for you to unwind and be taken care of. So make sure you take advantage of that. Well, on the show today, I'm not alone as usual. I've got someone here with me who will be joining me to dissect, adding the salt, Maggi, pepper where necessary. Make tea for sweet. Now, you know what I'm saying? All right, joining me on the Teatok Show today, I have none other than Miss Patience Monday, this event planner and everything about the entertainment industry. I'm not to shop. Hi, Patience.
Thank you for having me here, NK. I'm
Good
so
to
delighted
have
to be
you.
here. Thank you.
Yeah, happy New Year to you.
Wish you the very best. I mean, it's still a new year, this time. January is still on, and the year, even if it's February, it's still a new year. It's a new brand, 2026.
Brand new year, 2026. I like that. So far, so good in this year. What has been like your favorite part of the year?
Ooh.
I know there are many. Just give me one.
There's so many. I can't even lay my hands on some right now, but there are a lot of goodies that it's packed for the year. Understand? So
it's starting on a good note.
Yes, on a very good note.
I like that. I love to hear that. Anyways, let's cheers to the Teatok Show. We have a tradition. Let's cheers to a good show. Cheers.
It's tasty.
Tasty. You can say that again.
This is really tasty.
All right, on the show today, there is so much on the table that we need to talk about, and I just pray time permits us to, dissect all the stories we have today. First off, I love to start on a good note. I've got a very interesting story, and this one is coming from one of my faves. I love her so much from the head to the toe. I love everything about her, and I'm so glad that she is a good representation of what you might want to call a woman king, but this time around in the world of filmmaking. Talking about none other than Nollywood actress, writer, director, and producer Funke Akindele. Once again, she has written her name on the sands of time, letting us know that, you know what, I'm the Africa's baddest queen of filmmaking because, you know what they call her? She is the box office queen. And once again, she has lived up to that name. So her latest movie, Behind the Scenes, has once again made a record-breaking history. Now, Behind the Scenes has actually smashed the record, crossing the historic 2 billion naira box office mark. Now, this is a movie that's crossed 200 million the very first weekend it was released. So I'm not even surprised that, it will hit 2 billion naira. I mean, it started from somewhere, from 200 million, it went to 1 billion, and then it went to 1.77 billion, and then it eventually hit the 2 billion naira threshold. Now, this is not just locally. We are talking about making international history as well. Remember, the movie also is shown in the US and in Ireland as we speak, and it has also broken the record for the highest grossing Nollywood title of all time in the UK and Ireland, and that's a new record. Come on now, let's hear it out.
It's worth applauding, it's celebrating.
I celebrate you, girl. I said that's a girl. I celebrate you, queen.
She's the mother of all.
No.
She's good at what she's doing.
Shown how hard work pays. I mean, if you know Funke Akindele, when she started her movies, I remember the famous I Need to Know. Remember the series that was where we actually knew Funke Akindele from? And she started from there.
Down to Jennifer's Diary, to Tribe Called Judah, I know that.
And all her movies actually broke records.
Exactly.
And I'm so proud of her. and how far she has come. The hard work really shows in everything that she does. And to think that she just does it in just one little corner, you know, right there in Lagos, it's just so interesting.
Yeah, that is, Funke Akindele's movie for the past years has really been at the top, you understand? And this is not just a personal win, I must say it's a big, big
It's
win
a
to
big
the
win. It's a
Nollywood
big
movie
win.
industry as a whole, you
Yeah.
understand? And this, one thing about Funke, when you hear the word Funke, when you hear Funke Akindele's movie, you know what
She's a
is,
force.
yes, you already know what is cooking down the pipeline. You know she's always going to deliver. Her hard work, her consistency actually kept the record rolling. For the past years, she has already proven to us that she can actually bring something to the limelight. We have gone past those days where we have the normal storytelling of Nollywood of the AK Market Day, bringing virgins to appease the But now Nollywood have grown. Yes, they have actually changed their games and they are leveling up. And those that actually bring investors and partners will now see how this changes actually brought a huge success, which means we can actually say that the milestone, the record broken so far, is, should I say now that that shows that the Nollywood industry can achieve a commercial success.
Of course.
Aside Funke Akindele's, there are other film producers actually done, actually do great.
We have the likes of Moa Bodu,
yeah, Bimbo and the all, yes. So I think this is really inspirational, and I must say kudos to Funke Akindele.
Of course, I mean,
this is a huge success in the Nollywood industry,
I mean, you can call her Africa's most commercially successful filmmaker. Now, if you look at it, I mean, what really struck me is this speed. This movie actually got to the 2 billion naira, because I mean, this is in the space of just a month. The movie was released in December.
When I saw the movie, I said to myself, had it been I was the one, I would not just be walking, I would have flying, because if they had told her many years ago that she's going to hit big like this, she wouldn't believe it.
I mean, this is the first ever. The first. Do you know what it means? That a Nollywood movie is crossing the 2 billion
threshold.
US box office. She said something on X. She took to her X account to make a statement about this, and she said it, and I quote: "Records and milestones, not the mission. From a tribe called Judah crossing 1 billion to behind the scenes crossing 2 billion and still counting. This is God in motion. And I'm most grateful to my maker and return all the glory to him. The lesson remains unchanged. Serve the story, respect the audience, refine the craft, and let the work earn its applause." Yes. A queen I stand, and we stand.
And we continue to stand. Congratulations to Funke Akindele. This is a big win.
And of course, the Scene One Entertainment, and of course, to all the cast and crew of this amazing movie. I mean, it was a star-studded movie. I mean, all cast and crew.
This is not just luck; it's mastery. This is mastery.
And now, let me even tell you what this movie got. I mean, the records that this movie had. I mean, it was okay. So Funke Akindele, she is Africa's highest grossing filmmaker of all time. Now, the movie is the first title in West Africa's history to cross 2 billion naira mark at the box office. She is also the highest grossing director of all time in Africa, the highest grossing producer of all time in Africa, the highest grossing writer of all time in Africa, the highest grossing Nollywood title of all time in Africa, talking about the film now behind the scenes. Now, the movie is also the highest grossing Nollywood title of all time in the UK and Ireland. And of course, Funke Akindele is the first filmmaker to rank #1 at the box office in Africa for 3 consecutive years. Please, come and teach me work. Mama, you have a rising actress here. Please, I am at this point indicating my interest to work with the Scene One movie in this entertainment group. Please come and take me. Anyways, congratulations to Funke Akindele.
Congratulations.
This is a well-deserved win, and it shows that yes, no matter how long it takes, if you keep being consistent, keep giving in your hard work, you keep putting in the work, it will surely show at the end of the day. It will surely show at the time. It will show, and everyone will know that this is what has led to this point. So yes, to her, and I'm sure that she's so happy that the hard work has paid off.
Yeah. Congratulations.
All right, away from behind the scenes. And if you have not watched that movie, by the way, please go and watch it. It's a very interesting. It talks about, the Nigerian tax system right now that's trending. I mean, this movie quite highlighted part of that.
Yes, when you see the movie, you actually seeing the life of African being represented on the screen. And I love
that she tells real life stories.
Yes,
I mean, stories that Nigerians
real and
really
honest.
Yes,
we went straight to the facts. You understand? Because this behind the scene actually brought the life of many young Africans into reality. Seeing them, it's as if they are seeing themselves on the screen regarding everything that is going on around them, from the black tax to the tug of war between the family obligations and balancing your and all that, the exhaustion and the silence. So it's really worth it. This is
really
reality.
Relatable.
Yes.
So if you haven't seen the movie, that's a good watch. You can go and see it. All right, away from behind the scenes and of course smashing records, let's move to our next story. Now, this one right here really got my attention, and I'm asking myself, what is she even saying? That is how everybody is now calling relationship coach. I'm a relationship expert. I'm a relationship coach. Okay, so this this auntie came outside and she was talking about the fact that, people should begin to date their age mates. So she's trying to say now, like, if you are 25 years, go and date a man that is like 27, 28 to 30. You don't go and be looking for a 50-year-old man. If you're in your early 30s, go and look for someone in their late 30s. Just keep it within your age range. And she has come under fire after making that comment. So the relationship expert has sparked debate online after advising men and women to date partners within their age brackets, blaming widespread age gaps for difficulties faced by many women in their 30s when searching for love. Let's watch the video.
You guys are the reason why women in their mid-30s, early 30s, mid-30s, even late 30s, you guys are the reason why they are not finding love. I'm talking to women in their early 20s. You have no business dating any man in his 40s, even late 30s. You're in your early 20s. You're supposed to be dating a man in his late 20s and early 30s. That's good. That's good for you. You're the reason why these women are not finding love. You have no business dating this man. Stay within your age range. Men in their early 40s or 40, a man that is 40 years old needs to be with a woman in her early 30s to her mid 30s. 5 years gap is enough. You're thinking about fertility, right? You're thinking about a woman being fertile. Yes, a woman in her early 30s to her mid 30s. Some of them even in their late 30s are still very fertile. Yeah, and they can get pregnant naturally, depending on what they are exposed to. Depending on what they expose themselves to. If they are eating well, drinking well, and resting well, and exercising, yes, there's no reason why they should not get pregnant. So women in their 20s, you have business with men in the late 20s to early 30s. Women in their early 30s to mid 30s, you have business with men in their late 30s to early 40s. Equation balance.
Okay, you have heard the advice. So if you are looking to get married and probably you're a lady in your early 30s, she's saying you should go and look for someone a man in their late 30s.
When I saw the,
I'm like, girl.
when I saw the video, I was like, is somebody scared of Gen Zs? Because like the Gen Zs are actually moving on the fast side when it comes to marriage issues. So although in those clear terms, she might be right, you understand, relationship.
Why do you think so?
Well, relationship actually has a whole lot to handle. And going into a relationship or marriage, you also need maturity. And yes, we know age.
The maturity, that is why you will not go and marry your age range. Because I mean, imagine you getting married to someone in your 20s, your early 20s now, for example, and then you get married to someone in his late 20s or early 30s. You are actually, I mean, for me, I don't like the idea, right? Because I feel like if I'm dating a man, he should be more matured than me.
Obviously.
And then I'm not even concerned about the age difference. I mean, we've seen people date people who are 10 years older than them, who are 15 years older than them.
But age does not actually define maturity. You
Well,
understand?
that's a point.
But the stage we have now in the society, the concept of marriage has actually changed. You
Yeah,
understand? The
that's
concept
true.
too. And I saw a story online about a young man that went to get married. So when you went to the family, and the family were like, "Are you sure about this person you want to get married to? Do you really know this person you want to marry? You want to get married to?" And you were like, "Yes, at that time I know the man is speaking out of love." You understand? So after a while, and then they actually got married, and we don't know what happened. It was the sister that was narrating the story, and they said they had misunderstanding, and the man actually sent the girl back home to go and meet her family. What are you doing here? You can't keep
The
her
man
home.
actually sent
The girl, yes, the
home.
wife back home.
Wow.
But do you know the shocking part of it? The lady did not get to the father's house. Because in fact she's this Gen Z
can't go
type,
home.
because they don't agree for anybody.
Oh yeah,
Gen
we
Z,
die here.
they know they agree. So the man actually waited like, okay, I sent my wife home, so I'm expecting the parents to call me and tell me,
and ask
why
what
did you
happened.
send my child back? But there was no call, so the man has to take the initiative to go visit the family. Like, I actually sent your daughter back to you, and you did not even bother to call me. That was why he got the shocking news that my child
She
never,
did not
she
come
did
back
not come home.
Wow.
They started looking for her, and the babe went to rent an apartment.
She's living her life.
She's living her life. Like, she don't send.
Wow.
Honestly, so the concept of marriage has actually changed. Unlike the marriages of before now. So when I said I actually agree with her to an extent in this kind of scenario now. I don't think the lady was actually mature, the same age range with the man. I don't think she would have actually acted that way. You understand? So even the part that even got me the most.
So she was way younger than him.
Yes. She was even tagged. In the story, she was tagged the Gen Z's baddies. You understand? So the part that got me the most was when they actually went to bed. And she said the man will have to wait till her rent expires before she will go back to the marital matrimonial home. So you see, things like this are the reason why probably it's good to get married. Even the age difference shouldn't be like, maybe 5-7 years is okay, you understand, so that there will be clear understanding and conflict resolution will be much more easier. And the priority will be set straight. When you marry someone much more younger than you, and in this society now, with the way things are going in this society, you agree with me that not all of them actually have the capacity to actually keep a home. Most girls go into marriage because they want to be that, okay, yeah, married. They see marriage as an achievement.
Yeah.
You understand? So my friends are getting married. They want to be on the list of those that are actually married without being prepared, without being ready. So when you see somebody that is actually prepared, when something like this happens, instead of you going to rent an apartment, you will at least, this is what, if it warranted to go meet a parent, like, okay, this is what happened, at least we don't know who is at fault now, but I think at the end of the day, the man later went begging, like, please come back, I come back to your home. So that is how these girls now view marriage. So I think before this lady comes out to cry out, she must have seen a lot. And she's
well, you have a point. She also has some points, Well, I know that she's also trying to talk about, women in their early mid-30s, also trying to address the issue of fertility, the fact that they can naturally give birth naturally and, everything will be easy, unlike when they're in their 40s and it becomes quite difficult to start giving birth. So it's better you get married to someone who is within your age, so that you give birth and everything will be very okay for you. I understand all those points, but then again, I will not advise two people in their 20s to get married. I mean, okay, now just imagine this lady, this American singer, Tamar Braxton, Tony Braxton's sister, right? Now she is 48 years old, and she is crying out that she is upset that she's still in the streets.
Wow.
She wants to be a wife. Now,
She
she is 48 years old now. If you are going by what this lady is, the advice this lady is giving now, what age range do you think she should be looking at?
We should be looking at 50s or 60s.
No. These days, women who are older look forward to dating younger men.
Yes.
The same way to men who are older looking forward to dating younger girls. So I mean, how do we strike a balance here?
Life no balance
At all. I mean, if you watch
no
Tamar, she was so passionate when she was talking about. She said she is still upset that she's still on the streets. I mean, she wants to be a wife, and then she was being asked by the interviewer, okay, so what kind of man are you looking forward to get married? She wants a good man. At this point, she does not have a choice. She just wants a good man.
A man that is
That's
good, simple,
right?
straightforward.
48 years. I mean, what else are you looking for?
She's actually close to menopause. That 48 and 50.
You understand? So I mean, at this point, anybody that is okay, that is good enough, it's fine by her. Be it a young man or an old man, she's okay. As long as
she's
a good man,
ready and willing to accept.
You understand? So I think it's really by choice, whatever works for you, whatever rocks your boat. If you're the type that loves your men to be older, you love to be, touching the white beards and everything, like some persons, looking at me here, that's fine, that's okay, that's your spec, it's okay. But if you're the type that loves the young guys looking all fresh and, that's okay. But you also have to be careful so that, his eyes is only on you. That's very, very important as well, right?
Yes.
So whatever rocks your boat for me, I mean, it's fine.
We all have our individual differences.
Right.
Yeah, we have our own tastes. What might be good for me
might not be good for me.
Exactly.
So I mean, whatever rocks your boat is okay. All right, moving away to our next story now. There's this woman that has come out to say, you know what, my daughter, before you marry, the man that we married you, we pay heavily. We pay heavily for that bride price. And she said, my daughter's bride price is $10,000. This one now, we are talking only bride price, not with the whole wedding
arrangement.
Only bride price, $10,000. And this woman's demand has shook the internet, and people are talking about it. Let's watch the video.
Anyone that want to marry you, dollar. Bride price is $10,000. Only bride price. Because I know how much it cost us to make her look this level. Bride price, I'm not selling no. Just now bride price. Because if you do I'll go and bring her back. Because I know say she don't go marry bad man, she go marry good man. But bride price is $10,000.
So you have heard the mother. If you're an eligible man looking forward to marrying the daughter, I mean, you've seen her, she's pretty, right? If you're an eligible man looking forward to marrying her daughter, you have heard $10,000. And I'm sure if you want to
convert to naira, that would be approximately 350 million naira.
Okay.
Oh my God. Bet on that no legitimate man will want to come. Even if the man is legitimate, you're just going to scare the man away because it's just too extreme. Too extreme because how much does she even have in her account?
Well, I just want to believe she's joking. I just want to believe it's a joke because, I mean, who does that in this age and time? 350 million naira just bride price. We've not talked about the wedding list that are usually something else. Talked about the wedding plans and everything. People will spend that money to do the. And someone was asking in the comments when I was reading the comments. Someone was asking, "Are you selling your daughter?" Because that amount is quite outrageous. If it's not quite,
I will even
really
ask the whole marriage preparation. Is it going to even take up to 300 million? How much more? 350 million.
Oh my goodness! Now this is so shocking. Well, you've heard her. I would love to know your reaction, your opinion. Let us know in the comment section. Let's move away to our very last story. Now this one really got me like, are you guys joking right now? So Nigerian content skit makers in Nigeria have been hit by stray bullets. And this one is coming from the camp of the APC. So, the APC chieftain, Joe Igbokwe, right? Joe Igbokwe, has taken a swipe at skit makers in Nigeria, accusing them of spreading ignorance on social media. All right, so he expressed strong disapproval on social media of the content being shared by these entertainers, and he said it is compound illiteracy flooding social media space. Bam, 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 bam. He went further to urge and advise skit makers to return to school, emphasizing the importance of education before engaging in public content creation. What do you think? This is someone who is right there, you know, he has everything going on well for him. At a time when Nigerians are trying to survive, everyone is looking for what they can do to make ends meet.
Yes.
And you know, content right now is king. You know, everyone is going on
Yeah,
there.
the
There's a lot of
storyteller
money
part time
on the
now,
internet. A lot of people is taking advantage of that to see how they can make money from
And
the
creating
internet.
content.
You know, creative content and all of that. Now, skit makers are doing their bits, giving us humor and something to laugh at.
And that is all we can take away from Nigeria.
Some people do skits to survive.
Exactly.
Right? That's their job. That's
yeah.
their 9 to 5, right? And you're trying to call them illiterate,
ignorance,
saying
and
they're
all that.
ignorant.
No.
It's compound illiteracy that they should all go to school. Oga, how many students have you sponsored to school? Then let me start with you. How many have you sponsored to school? Okay, they are illiterates. How many have you single-handedly taken to say, you know what, I'm going to be responsible.
Let me
for this
invest
people.
in this
Let me
person
invest in
and
this
see
person,
what
take
the
them
person
to
can.
school. Because it's not just to come out to talk. I mean, what
show
what
workings.
concern you and the skit makers? I mean, one person go
Probably.
use a name, take do skits.
Maybe there's this content creator that usually emulates the government. Yes, that skit maker that usually call himself governor.
Okay.
I don't know.
So
I get
he
the
takes
name.
a swipe at
Probably we don't know what actually spiked that,
I'm
but
sure somebody must have used him to crack one joke or use it to do one skit that he's coming out. You guys are illiterate, you know, because I don't even get the correlation. I mean, you are a politician
and you
are attacking skit makers. Waiting them do you, Oga.
Exactly.
Okay, so please, if you want them off the streets, if you want them to turn their content into, you know, to make it more juicy and you feel like going to school is the best way, okay, you can sponsor them to school now. You can single-handedly do that, I know. Because it's not just to call them out. What is the solution you have for them?
Invest in them. And you know, one good thing is you can't take skit meetings out of Nigeria. Because in this society that everything is so serious, we need laughter.
We need laughter. Because people go
laughter is medicine.
We will run mad.
We need to laugh. We need to ease our names.
Honestly,
That is good medicine.
We need to ease our names. You need to be calm down. I don't know who answered you. I don't know who came at you or coming out to now generalize all skit makers and calling them illiterates. I mean, there are skit makers who actually have degrees.
Yes.
It's just the state of the
good
country
degree
right now.
at that.
Good degrees. It's just the state of the country. No one is giving them jobs. They don't have jobs. And the only way for them to, you know, get something doing is to go on social media and create content that will make us laugh. And by so doing, they are making money for themselves. And that's an honest living, if you ask me. So, I mean, do not generalize the whole industry of skits making, you know, and calling them illiterates. Because, I mean, there are some with degrees, like very good degrees, like we rightly said. And I don't know who must have come at you. But please, if you feel they are illiterate ones, you can single those ones out and take them to school, sponsor their education. It will go a long way. It will actually be a good thing done for humanity.
And not just going to school. When they return, I hope there will be job available for them.
You know, because
there will be jobs, not just going to school. We have a whole lot of graduates on the streets.
I mean, I once entered the keke of a man who was a first-class graduate.
Imagine riding keke, tricyclists.
So just imagine what is going on in this country. It's as bad as that. So please allow them. I mean, skit makers, content creators, they're all entertainers. Allow them do their job. Allow them make us laugh. Because people are giving us headache. All you politicians, people are giving us headache. So the ones that are making us laugh, please leave them for us. We like them. Let them make us laugh. We are okay with them. Anyways, if I go on and on, I will just be angry talking. But right now, I think I just have to call it a wrap right here and, you know, just end the show at this point. This is where we draw the curtain on today's episode of the Teatok show. We've had so much to talk about. I would love you to give us your honest opinion. So please go right there in the comment section. Let us know the stories that you know, really caught your attention and you want to say something about it. Drop your comments and we'll be So glad to hear from you. All right, and to my guests, Miss Patience, thank you so much for coming on the show. I do hope that when next I call you, you will be available.
Of course, who wants to miss this tea? Who wants to miss it?
Take a sip, girl. Yes, so much happening on the Teatok show. You don't want to miss it. And if you want to be part of this, also let us know in the comment section as well. Thank you so much for being a wonderful audience on the Teatok show. We'd love to have you. Once again, we'll come back here next week. And until then, do have yourself a wonderful weekend and stay out of trouble. And God loves you. Bye.
Teatok Show.